It's Week 10 of the NFL, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. He had the green light to sling it last week, over 450 yards passing. It's the Bulls and the Lumberjacks, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Brooklyn Bulls taking on the Lumberjacks of Chicago. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, our visitors, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Blake. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
It's taken to the 26. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career.
gets to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Play action. Now Richardson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Richardson off the play fake. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That's an object game for being in this league for a long time. He's only on the way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On third down, here's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Throwing to start the drive. Blake. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On second down, it's Sharp. And this is going to double their room to maneuver. Able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Here is third and quite a ways. Back to throw. Blake. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Rowe. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Fry fights out the defender, and he'll get it inside the 35. Hey, look at this defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears CD.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll try the left side. Fry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off play action. Richardson. And this one too low.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window, for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. So now for the second time already here in this quarter, on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good. So when you factor in the safety, that's now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Blake. Throwing right, and that's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Blake. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
They wind up getting 7 on the play, and 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Look in the middle of the field, he's got the incomplete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Back to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Blake has taken it. He's been tied in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Blake. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And this one is right through. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are on a 1st or a 2nd seed.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Second down, here's Richardson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Here now a 3rd and 20. 3rd and long for Richardson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rowe. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's right off to the right and no good. And they'll be unable to go here out of a 5-point lead.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive in midfield.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Operating from the gun, Blake. And it is caught. And he'll go down the middle before getting this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up the 1st down.
And now at this point in the first half, you got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. Blake. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Off the bootleg. Blake. This will be a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. The offensive coordinator just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
First down, Richardson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they certainly knew their challenges. This series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
On second down now, Fry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Holding, offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Richardson looking to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be low off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. But now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. back to throw. Blake firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Blake. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Off the bootleg. Blake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, they're using a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lumberjacks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Richardson back to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Richardson looking to throw this. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rowe. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Chicago offense set to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Blake. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rowe. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Richardson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing on 1st down. Blake. It finds his target. Beckham. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. But this time it's incomplete.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Blake. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Chicago 1st down there with a gain of 11. They'll look to throw again. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Blake. And they're going to find the open man. That's complete. They'll go down the middle before getting this inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin in the birthplace of rock and roll, Memphis, Tennessee. And it's the Bisons who are in the lead. The Bisons locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Cougar 19!
Richardson to the air on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they felt the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This is taken at the 18. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Fry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Blake. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. So they bring out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That's taken at around the 40. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Richardson on 2nd and 10. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Talk serious in the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can throw on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Throw left side complete. That's Rowe. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They bring their punter out there now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Blake. And his throw is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's caught. Becker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Holding, offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw again. And this one caught by Beasley.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Over the middle to Becker. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Blake. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Blake and Beasley with it over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Blake. He's got his man in stride. Complete. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Touchdown! Great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lumberjacks have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that
down the numbers? There he goes. In for the touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bulls have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. going to be brought down here in the back on that play. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Haynes. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Richardson to throw. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Fisher. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Richardson looking to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from the 1. As we are set to bring you the home. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out. And the Bulls add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And this guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 74 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Blake. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, When it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 17-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
Richardson. Over the middle, complete. It's Fisher. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down, Bulls.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And Richardson looks to throw once more. He finds his man, complete. That's Haynes. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Second down, here's Richardson. Quick slant, he's got Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Number 14. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Brooklyn.
1st and 10, here's Richardson with it. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Richardson on the bootleg here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Richardson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Richardson now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bulls have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 18 now. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Blake. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Blake going right back to Beckham here, complete. And quickly they get to the line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. First of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 2nd down. Fry. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On third down, it's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a timeout called for by the defense. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On third down, here's Richardson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 11, a little under 1:50 remaining. The turnover does give them life, but they still need 2 scores. On first down, Blake. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll try again here. Second and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's first and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another try, second and 10 now. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Here now, third down. To throw on third down. Blake. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Looking to throw. Blake. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Defense.
Here's first and goal. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got...
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and an in a tight game
Previous
like
play
this,
is under review.
they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Brooklyn, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.